Ladies and gentlemen, Greg McCloskey from ForexLive.com. I'm going to try to make sense of the euro versus US dollars we had out of July 5th and into July 6th. Taking a look at that currency pair off the daily chart. Over the last 2 days, we've seen some action around the 200-day moving average. I bring that up because the prior days, the market hasn't really paid attention to the 200-day moving average. We traded up to it and fell back down. We moved over it, traded above it, and this day right here, kind of above and below it as well. And the same goes too for last Friday's trade, above and below it, closing above it. And trading yesterday, the market came down to that 200-day moving average and found support and moved back higher. And trading here today, the market went through that 200-day moving average and continued on to the 50% retracement of the move up from the November low, or actually that's the December low, to the high that we saw in the month of May up there. So the 200-day moving average came into play again. Now I know that because if I go to the 5-minute chart and I take a look at this line right here, which represents a 200-day moving average, we went a little bit below it here, then moved above it, and then came down through it, and haven't been down, haven't seen it since that time, since this bar right here. The market corrected up toward it here, came up to it again here, a little bit closer or a little bit further away from it here, and as you can see, we're trading to the downside. So the market seems to be paying attention to that 200-day moving average a little bit more of late. In trading yesterday, the market also found support against it here and rocketed back to the upside. So that's 2 days in a row that the market seems to be using it as a level to move away from. And that's always a good clue for traders. That is in contrast to these prior days through here, where the market moved above it and came back down, moved above it and below it through here, above and below it here. You can tell it's not paying attention to it. It's kind of making it a safe house, sort of a midpoint in between maybe resistance and support, but over the last 2 days came down to it here, broke through it here, and moved to the downside. The other thing that is in play here today is to see this trend line off the hourly chart. That trend line corresponds with the 200-day moving average, and so the market fell through both of those levels, and that sort of gave it a little bit more of a bearish push, I would say, for that currency pair. But nevertheless, going back to the daily chart, we are sitting right at the 50% retracement at 110.67. We need to move to and through that level, move away from that next, and keep this bearishness going without going back over that 200-day moving average. That's going to be the plan going into the new trading day. Stay below the 200-day moving average, get below the 50% retracement level, or get below the 50% retracement level and move further away from that 200-day moving average. So the shorts have a little bit of advantage here going into the new trading day. If you are short, we know we want to get through the 50%. We want to stay below that level. We want to move away from that 200-day moving average, move away from that 50% retracement level, and work our way toward other low levels in trading here, including low levels from the Brexit that we saw that pair move down to a low price of around 109.09, and that will be a target on the downside if we could get through and stay below these support levels. If we can't, then we're heading back up, and the market's still a little bit wishy-washy about which way it wants to go for this currency pair. Some of the things that is influencing this pair over the near term has been the euro sterling, and the euro sterling since the Brexit day has seen the price move higher through the higher and higher. And in today's trading, the market did move above the topside trend line here, connecting most recent highs. Off the hourly chart, this is what it looks like. Here I have a channel I put in through here. We did move a little bit above it, but the market came down. And on the 5-minute chart, which is another focus, we recently, over the last few hours, moved below the 100-bar moving average for the first time really in the trading day here. Today's day has been characterized by support against 100-bar moving average and a quick move to the upside. It took a big correction here and some sideways action to get the price below that 100-bar moving average. We'll see if that momentum can continue to the downside for this pair and give some extra reason for selling of the euro versus US dollar. That might do it as well, staying below those technical levels and getting some sort of correction in the euro sterling. My name is Greg McCloskey. Good fortune with your trading. I hope this helped you.